what do you think of the Owls in Florida Atlantic against Tennessee?
Well, this is an interesting matchup, too, because the Vols are number one in the nation in three-point shooting percentage defense, and Florida Atlantic scores 44% of its points on threes. It's a small team against the Vols' big front line. They played bully ball against Duke. They intimidated the Duke freshmen, beat them up, and Tennessee's got 5 seniors. But the Vols shot 9 for 21 from 3 in that game against Duke, and this is not a good three-point shooting team, so I'm expecting some offensive regression here from Tennessee. And I also can't trust this Tennessee offense when covering this type of number. I'm actually going to take Florida Atlantic here plus 5.5, and I think the Owls can hang in this game. Again, it's Rick Barnes in the tournament, and a Tennessee offense you can't trust. So I think FAU's got a shot here.
Yeah. You know, Matt, you got to tip your cap to Barnes. I thought what he did against Duke was phenomenal. A great idea. Come in. We're bigger. We're more experienced. We're older. Why don't we go show these freshmen what they're up against right away and knock them around a little bit?
No, you're right about that. And they got physical with Kyle Filipowski, and they got physical with Duke in general. And the Blue Devils did not respond. They responded like a lot of freshmen who had not been there before.
Yep. So what do you make now? The Mountain West in the Sweet 16, not pretty. 0-6 straight up, 1-5 ATS in this round, and it wasn't pretty in the first round other than San Diego State. Is this too big of a number, though, in your opinion? Because at some spots, Alabama, they were laying up to 8.
Yeah, I did take 8 with San Diego State yesterday, and I also played this game under the total of 137.5. San Diego State concerns me a little bit because it's a team that goes through scoring droughts on the offensive end. But again, this is Alabama, likes to get up and down the floor, take some questionable shots, fires up a lot of threes. 73 possessions per game. San Diego State plays at about 65 possessions per game. And if you watch the Aztecs, they do a great job in transition defense. They stick to three-point shooters. This is going to be a challenge for Alabama. I think the Aztecs defense, which is athletic and long, can give the Tide some trouble here. If you go back on the Bart Torvik site, since the beginning of February, San Diego State's number one in the nation in defensive efficiency. But you're not playing Charleston, you're not playing Furman here. You're playing Brandon Miller, who I think is just going to be enough to get Alabama over the top. I do like the dog, and I do like the under. And, it's interesting here because San Diego State, we bang on the Mountain West a lot for its poor tournament record. If you go back 10 years, Aztecs are actually 6-6 in the tournament. And the rest of the Mountain West is 3-19. So don't lump the Aztecs in with everybody else, all the other clowns in the league. This team's legit. I actually think Bama wins a close game by about 3, 4, 5 points, something like that.
All right. How about the marquee game out here, Gonzaga and UCLA, and it's going to be played 17 years to the day on the Adam Morrison game.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what Mick Cronin's got to do here. He's got a team that's number 2 in defensive efficiency and allows 60.2 points per game. Gonzaga, number 1 offensive efficiency, 87 points per game. With Jalen Clark, if he were out there, I would absolutely love UCLA in this game because you can throw Clark out there and he can help contain Drew Timme. And then Gonzaga is going to be in trouble. Timme had 28 points, the 84-81 win against TCU. David Singleton rolled his ankle against Northwestern. He's the top 3-point shooter at 42.5%. So I think what Cronin's going to do here is going to manage the game, control possessions, limit transition opportunities. UCLA is going to be patient, running its half-court offense, rely on Tiger Campbell and Jaime Jaquez. I think Cronin's going to try to win a 70-65 type of game. I don't have a strong opinion on the side here, but I do like the under. Playing this one, see, the best number is at circa right now, under 146 in Gonzaga, UCLA.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds. Listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.